Welcome to February 2nd, 2026 Physical Therapy Board meeting. We will start with a short video.
Welcome to the Professional and Vocational Licensing Virtual Board meeting.
When the meeting begins momentarily, the chair will take a roll call, explain any specific rules for this particular board, and then move to public comment. The name of the board member will appear on the bottom left-hand corner of your screen. For instance, this is board member Y, and this is board member E. Public testimony will be accepted at the beginning of the meeting and before each agenda item. You can indicate that you are ready to testify by clicking on the Raise Hand button being circled by the mouse on your screen now. At the appropriate time, the board will recognize you to speak and ask you to unmute your mic as shown here. Again, public testimony will be accepted at the beginning of the meeting and before each agenda item. Public attendees will not be able to unmute their microphone until recognized by the board. Public attendees who are recognized to testify will be asked to identify themselves by name and their affiliated organization if applicable. Please mute your microphone when you are finished speaking as a courtesy to others and members of the board. Public attendees will not be able to unmute themselves after the testimony is completed unless recognized again after raising their hand. At some point during the meeting, the board may choose to move into executive session. When the board moves into executive session, the board members' microphones and video feeds will be turned off, and a similar screen as you see now will be displayed. When the board returns from executive session, their microphones will be turned on as well as their video cameras.
Welcome again to the Professional and Vocational Licensing Virtual Board meeting.
At this time, the chair will call the meeting to order and take a roll call, as well as explain any additional rules that may be specific to this board.
All right, now we're going to provide some information on internet and phone access. So to view the meeting and provide live oral testimony, please use the link at the top of the agenda. You'll be asked to enter your name. The board requests that you enter your full name, but you may use a pseudonym or other identifier if you wish to remain anonymous. You will also be asked for an email address. You may fill in this field with any entry in an email format. Your microphone will be automatically muted. When the chairperson asks for public testimony, you may click the raised hand button found on your Zoom screen to indicate that you wish to testify about that agenda item. Chairperson will individually enable each testifier to mute their microphone when recognized by the chairperson. Please unmute your microphone before speaking and mute your microphone after you finish speaking. On request, your Zoom video or similar on-camera option will be enabled to allow you to be visible to the board members and other meeting participants while presenting oral testimony. Please turn off your camera after you conclude your testimony. It is the individual testifier's responsibility to ensure they have the video and internet capabilities to successfully stream or remotely testify. The board maintains the authority to remove and block individuals who willfully disrupt or compromise the conduct of the meeting. For phone access, if you cannot get internet access, you may get audio-only access by calling the phone number listed at the top of the agenda. Upon dialing the number, you will be prompted to enter the meeting ID, which is also listed at the top of the agenda. After entering the ID, you'll be asked to either enter your panelist number or wait to be admitted to the meeting. You will not have a panelist number, so please wait until you are admitted into the meeting. When the chairperson asks for public testimony, you may indicate that you want to testify by entering star in the 9 on your phone's keypad. After entering star in the 9, a voice prompt will let you know that the host of the meeting has been notified. When recognized by the chairperson, you may unmute yourself by pressing star and then 6 on your phone. A voice prompt will let you know that you are unmuted. Once you're finished speaking, please enter star and then 6 again to mute yourself. For both internet and phone access, when testifying, you will be asked to identify yourself and the organization, if any, that you represent. Each testifier will be limited to 5 minutes of testimony per agenda item. If connection to the meeting is lost for more than 30 minutes, the meeting will be continued on a specified date and time. This information will be provided on the board's website, and instructions to attend state of Hawaii virtual board meetings may be found online as well.
Oh, hi, Chair. Yeah. Chair, you may start. Okay.
Okay, yeah, welcome. I'm glad y'all are there. I wish I was in the middle of that boardroom with you, but I'm here in Maui. My name is Cindy Tamayo. I'm the board chair for the State Board of Physical Therapy. At this time, I'm going to take roll call and see who's all in that room over there. Please indicate your presence by saying here. Stacy Kali'inoi,
Here.
Ross Lum,
Here.
Jill Wakabayashi,
Here.
Michelle Chi.
Here.
I think that's everybody, yeah? So since we do have quorum, we can move on in the agenda. The next item on the agenda is the approval of the minutes from December 1. Did everyone get a chance to review the minutes that were distributed? And are there any questions or comments regarding it?
No.
Yep. Do I have a motion to accept the minutes as distributed?
I, Jill Wakabayashi, approve the minutes as been distributed from December
Second.
1st.
A second, please.
I Ross second the minutes.
Mahalo. I guess, do we have to do both the minutes separately, I'm guessing? Or can we do them in total?
What was the motion for the first? Did you say
Yeah.
open executive or just open?
I didn't even see that they had it.
Distributed on
That's okay,
December
right? It's
1st.
just 10 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, like, as long as it's clear for the, that's the board's intent.
So that's a yes, they're both approved, or do we need to do separate? I didn't see it was on the next page, so mahalo.
Yeah.
Okay, then we can move lightning speed along to the continuing competence courses that have been reviewed for this session. We have 2 courses, the Pacific University OP and PT. That's continuing education symposium for 7 units. Manipulate like a girl, work smarter, not harder, 10 units. Did anyone have any comments on this, in particular, the individual that reviewed these? Oh, I'm sorry. There's the AMND also for 18 units. A discussion? I need a motion for these to be accepted also.
I, Stacy Kali'inoi, motion to accept these 3 courses for continuing education.
Thank you. Second, please.
I'm Michelle Chi, second the motion.
I don't think we have any reason to go into executive session. Unless I didn't get something in my packet. There's no applications to consider, yeah?
Oh, Chair, just to remind you, you got to vote, after.
Oh, I'm sorry. I always do that. I'm sorry. Thank you for reminding. Okay, can we vote on the continuing competence courses? All in favor, please say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Thank you.
Just for the record, minutes too, we didn't vote on.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, we're going to go in reverse. So now we're going to vote on the minutes, and we are voting on both the open session and the executive session minutes as distributed. Can I have a vote? All in favor say aye. Aye. Anyone opposed? Thank you. Sorry for that. It's something that always slips my mind. So we don't have any applications that need to go into executive session, yeah?
No, there's none for this meeting.
Okay, thank you. So we do have a list included. Is there any discussion on the list of clinicians for ratification? If not, can I have a motion to accept this list?
I Ross motion to accept the list of new PT and PTA applicants.
Can I have a second?
And Jill Wakabayashi, second.
Okay, now all in favor to accept this list for ratification, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Okay. New business, item 5. I was a little confused. Do we need to go into executive session, or is this just documenting that executive session may be used?
It's just documenting that we can if the board wants to, yeah.
That's what I thought. So I don't think we need to move into executive session to discuss this, correct?
No, for 5 minutes, probably fine in open session, yeah.
Yeah. So you guys have the information on this because this was new to me. So there's a question regarding the. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. So Federation State Board needs appointment of a delegate, an alternate delegate, and a funded administrator. I'm trying to remember where the board meeting is.
I think the annual education meeting is in South Carolina, and then the other one is in Virginia this
Yeah,
year.
that one's always at the board offices in Arlington, but yeah, South Carolina, is that what you said?
Yeah.
It's like Hilton Head or something like that. Yeah, yeah. So I've done this in the past. I know Jill's gone to meetings in the past. They're very valuable meetings. And the expenses are all paid for by FSBPT, not by the state. So we do need to have a delegate, preferably have an alternate. And it's nice if the administrator goes. Rochelle hasn't been able to go for a number of years, but I think it's really good for the administrator to understand what FSBPT does and what they have to offer the state as far as assistance in many different ways. So we do need to get these positions. Is there anyone interested in being the delegate or the alternate delegate? The delegate is the one who has the responsibility to vote in the sessions in the annual meetings. The alternate is there in case they cannot fulfill their duties. I'm willing to do it if no one else is. So it's.
I'll be your alternate if you be delegate. I can do alternate right now.
Yeah. Anyone else interested?
I know I have some new medical concerns, which makes me unavailable.
Okay. Sorry about that, Stacy. Nobody else wants to travel to the East Coast?
I got a lot on my plate too with a newborn, so.
Oh,
Oh, yeah. Congratulations.
congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
That's a lot.
Did we miss the deadline? Because my email says you have to reserve a spot by February 1st.
Oh, they'll be fine.
Oh,
They just, that they'll be fine. We just need to reach out to them and let them know. I mean, it's only the 2nd. They just want people there. So it'll be fine. Okay, I'd be happy to do it if no one else wants to. I would recommend in the future, especially the life meeting is good if you don't want to go to the annual meeting. Okay, so I will go as the delegate and Jill will be my alternate. We need to, let's see, that would be our slate. Do I have a motion for that to accept that slate?
And then Adrian would be the administrator.
Yay. Okay. Yeah. Okay, good. Okay. Can I have a motion to accept that slate of individuals to serve in these positions? I don't think I can make the motion since
I'll
I'm on
make the
this.
motion. Yeah, Stacy can lead the motions for Cindy to be the delegate, Jill to be the alternate, and Adrian. To be our administrator for this year.
And a second, please.
I, Michelle Chi, second the motion for the previously stated
Awesome.
board.
Okay, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Nope. Okay, cool. Thank you. Moving on, appointment of legislative liaisons. I don't,
I think Ross and I were already.
Just want to
do we need to do it annually or?
Yeah, usually we do it annually, so each legislative session we can have new ones. I don't know if you guys voted on liaisons this year already.
Oh,
We
No.
did not.
No, not in 2026.
was that a year ago? Gosh, yeah.
So
Were
is
you
it okay
guys-
with Mr. Lam and Miss K Illinois?
Ross and
Yes.
Are
Stacy.
you guys willing? Stacy and Ross, are you willing to do it again?
Yes.
Sure, yeah.
Anyone else? I mean, does anyone have any opposition to that? Okay, well, I move that we retain Miss Stacy Kali'inoi and Ross Lum as our legislative liaisons for 2026. Can I have a second?
Jill second.
Okay, all in favor? Aye. Aye. Anyone opposed? No. Okay, the next piece I don't know much about. The board discussion on requirements for examination waiver under Hawaii administrative rules. I guess there's a belief that it might be overreaching. Is that from reading?
When we talk about it more, maybe we can go into executive so we can talk with the DAG about.
Okay, sounds good. So we need a motion to go into executive session.
Jill Wakabayashi, move to go into executive session.
I, Ross Lum, second. So go next.
All in favor? Aye. Opposed? No one. Okay, so now you're gonna do a breakout room? Is that how it's working now?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, welcome back. Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay, great. So we are back from executive session. And in the executive session, we had a discussion with our legal team to discuss our the interpretation of our rules on 16-110-20 that looks at eligibility for examination waiver for licensure. In particular, at this point in time, it has been interpreted that in order to be eligible for the examination waiver, an individual would need to submit proof of taking the examination and passing with a sufficient score, and also submit the proof of their licensure in the state in which they took the exam, which then is a barrier for them getting licensure here, because they then would have to take the licensing exam here if they had not been licensed in the previous state. So in other words, if they took the exam in California but did not license there and moved to Hawaii, we would not be able to give them that waiver due to them not having a license, an active license in the state of California. So we see this as a potential barrier. And so that was our discussion with the DAG. And we do have a motion, Miss Stacy.
I, Stacy Kili'inoi, motion, after reviewing the rules and discussion with the board, to move to interpret HAR 16-110-20H to continue to require proof of application with passing score of the PT licensure exam, and provide, if licensed in another state, verification of license and license status, yet if not licensed in another state, this would not be a requirement for approval of a examination waiver.
I, Michelle Chise.
I, Ross, second the motion by Stacy.
Any further discussion? If not, will all in favor say aye?
Aye.
Aye. Anyone opposed to this motion? Okay, based on this motion of new interpretation, we will look at the application forms and the process for application and see if wording or any other changes need to be made to support these and the interpretation that was made during this meeting. Okay. My agenda got piled under. I gotta figure out where we are. All right, I think we're at the end. That's why I can't find anything. So our next meeting is scheduled to be March 2nd at 9 a.m. In person. Anybody have any known problems with March? Nope. Okay,
Nope.
Go ahead. I heard a voice.
I said, no, I don't have a problem.
Okay. I'm glad you don't have a problem. I have problems, but I don't think they'll interfere with this. Okay, then I would say we can adjourn this meeting at 9:49.
Wow.
I appreciate allowing me to do this from Maui. I would prefer to be there, and I will try to be there for March, but my day is jam-packed. So, and I also appreciate the brief agenda. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
See you later.
Bye.